And we just look at politics. We've just come from a Nazareth conference, ANC speaking. It's a mess. It's clear. And it's not starting now. It's been historic. Every time there's been succession discussions, it's been a battle. It should not be a battle. It should be simple. Okay, guys, this is us. We're up. Let's go. These are the next guys coming up. They're up. Let's pave the way for them. They're not doing that. They want to be up and up and up and up until they... Did
you see the graphic when Queen Elizabeth passed on?
Of the
hierarchy in succession. Everyone knows.
Everyone knows.
There's no surprise.
From the time before the kid is born, they know.
Everyone knows their place and they start working towards prepping.
And we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And we need to be honest about it. And we're not doing ourselves a favor because all we do is point fingers and we blame. These guys, they've got everything. They've got the economy. What is it that we're doing?
Yeah.
So when we get involved in business and we push, people want to label state capture, very loose term. I think it's a very unfortunate term.
Yeah.
Is there corruption in this country? 100%.
Yeah.
Are people pillaging the system? 100%. But a state capture is something that wants to be described as in its existence as in the past 5 years, 6 years, 9 years, whatever 9. No, don't do that. If we go back and if we have to open up this can of worms, there's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Why? Because people have been milking the South African system, the African system for a very long time.
Yeah.
The very same people are the ones that are insulting us, calling us names. And it's like, hold on 1 second, bro. I'm 40 now.
Sure.
I was not here when all these deals were being done, when all these unpackaging and unbundling and all that. You guys were there.
Evergreen contracts.
You guys were there, bro. You guys are still reaping those rewards.
Yes.
You can go anywhere in this country. The status quo remains.
Yeah.
So what we're saying is we don't have a problem with establishment. Establishment has a problem. I won't say with us, I'll speak for myself. They have a problem with me. Why? They think they understand me. They don't know me. They think I stand for something, legacy project, this, and then I'm saying, no, I'm DZ, I'm my own guy.
Oh, snap.
I do my own thing. I charter my own path. There's no one pulling me by any strings of whatever race, age. This is me. When I come here, I can say whatever it is I want to say, and I can say it confidently because I don't have anyone that's going to grab me in a headlock and say, what were you doing? But once again, I understand the task at hand. And I'm being brave enough. And I expect more people to be brave and stand up and say, you know what? If this dude is doing, after catching all these beatings, if he's standing up and he's sticking his neck out to say, look, we're going into the main arena, more people need to do it. Why? You can't speak about a democracy. You can't speak about people getting a fair deal. And you don't speak about the issues between the minorities and the majorities. But once again, you will never find me saying WMC. You'll never find me saying, this person is bad, this person. It's not my interest. I'm not here to point fingers.
Yeah.
They did what they did. The law catches up with them. It catches up with them. If it doesn't, good on you. I'm here to do what I need to do. I understand the task. I understand what is happening deeply, locally and internationally. We're well networked. We're well received wherever we go. We've got people. People think that we're not going to walk into rooms. We've been on the other side of the curtain. We know what's going on. We know how people are operating.
Yeah.
But for this system to be stable, we all need to work together and we need to build something new. Because all we're doing is we're fighting battles of the past. Business battles and political battles. Yeah. I'm not here to fight battles of pre-94. There's a history there. It exists 100%. We respect the people that brought us to where we are today. But we've got our own battles to fight. And we've got our own strategies. We're not going to use or deploy the strategies of through the eye of the needle. Bro, no one is interested in that.
Yeah.
When you look at politics and why politics is shaping up interestingly is you have an ANC, and unfortunately the ANC has lost credibility.
Yeah.
That's a fact. I'm not trying to say something controversial. The party grew me, it fed me, it clothed me. It's not just a political party. It's a movement. It's an organization. It's an institution. It's a university. But it's a different time now. We need to build something new. We can't be speaking about issues of we see every year registration at universities and people are fighting to get registered.
Every year.
We know, okay, there's a library.
Pass rates every year. Schools that don't have toilets.
Bro, we've been to these places.
Every year.
Bro, and you don't have to go far. People, no, go to some rural village. No. any city, any major city you live in, 15, 20 minutes max from the central business district or from whichever suburb, you will find an informal settlement, a shanty town, or a township. You don't have to drive all the way to Nkandla to find these issues. You will find them right here. They exist. It's a horrible state. So we need to focus on how we're going to get to the next level. Not everything is about criticizing. And, if you look at the counterbalancing from and to touch on a point that you made, which was very important, is you spoke about sports and, spoke about the Springbok economy and that sort of thing. On the other side, I say, okay, cool. We left Bafana out. We spoke about rugby and cricket and
traditionally white sports.
Traditionally white sports in schools, and also just the way it's consumed at the highest level. What excuses do we have for the lack of development in soccer in this country when majority of the soccer clubs are owned by black people? The PSL is governed by black people. The Ministry of Sports generally has been a black male or female. The government of the day has been a black government. How do we explain that? And how do we start to have the conversation with people that historically white sport like rugby or cricket is far more advanced technically, the support, the fundraising, than sports such as soccer and boxing to the large